Fortnite OG Chapter 1 back. But why? How? And why just a 1 month long season? Because if you didn't know, yes, Fortnite has a storyline. So the Chapter 1 returning is not just cause returning. It's mainly because of the game's storyline. Let me and my beautiful mustache, damn, tell you then. Let's begin by first saying goodbye to the best POI of all time. It hurts so much, my wife. Well, the reason why we're back at Fortnite Season 5 is because of a character called John Jones, who in the last season Dr. Stone made an entire haste team to steal the time machine for Jones from a collector vampire called Kado Forms. John Jones takes the time machine and travels into Chapter 1 while Dr. Stone and everyone else stay on the Chapter 4 map because this machine can only carry one person. But why even do that? Why go back to Chapter 1? Is John Jones like 90% of our Earth planets just someone who would suck off Chapter 1, rubbing its balls like Chapter 1 is the god of all beings? Well, thankfully not. You probably know the Cube. Well, that Cube is only a tiny faction of a massive army in Fortnite's storyline called The Last Reality. They are the biggest and the strongest army you have ever seen in any game, with the thickest queen an army has ever seen to roll over. Oh my god. Well, this army with their spaceship the size of a moon are flying right towards the Chapter 4 map right now to kill everyone there and do way more. I'm not gonna say what more The Last Reality is gonna do because you're probably a
beta in the Fortnite storyline.
Imagine not knowing the entire storyline of Fortnite from the beginning to the end. SMH! I'm making a 2 hours long entire Fortnite storyline video. Make sure to subscribe not to miss that. Subscribe, you need to see it. Well, John Jones traveled back into the Chapter 1 because it was predicted how there is a key to our future back in the Chapter 1, our past. Which means that there is something in the Chapter 1 map that we need to find and take it into Chapter 4. So then we use that thing, whatever it's gonna be, to either finally defeat The Last Reality or run away from them again. So yeah, that is exactly why we're back in the Chapter 1 map. Now the cool part is that the events we saw in the Chapter 1, like the cube spawning, the island go floating, the cube moving around, most of them will happen in this season live again. But there is something really important. How a lot in this season will play differently than it did in Chapter 1 Season 7, 8, 9 and 10 when they happen in this Fortnite OG season in the future weeks. These 4 seasons will not be as you remembered them. That's because of John Jones coming back to the past with a time machine. Gonna make it so our past does not play as it was meant to. John Jones will mess up, leading into our history of Chapter 1 going in a completely different direction. Now that might not sound important, but remember, this is not an alternate Chapter 1. This map is our past and our Chapter 1. Even though this ain't our links. But boy, Mr. J is like already in love with her. I'm gonna manage their marriage for tomorrow. You're invited. This map being our own Chapter 1 we used to play 5 years ago makes it so when the events of this season don't go as they did in the past, like if the volcano does not happen or if the monster wakes up too early, that will completely change our future too and how Chapter 2, Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 storylines played out, meaning that we will destroy our history and we will even completely mess up Chapter 4 too, which is our present. So John Jones needs to be extremely careful not to change a single detail about Chapter 1's story. If he does, which he will, then the present time which he came from being the Chapter 4 will also change based on how this OG Fortnite season's story goes. This is all because of how Fortnite time travel rules work, and you need to know the information about how time travel in Fortnite works to understand the storyline of this Fortnite OG season. So definitely click on this video on your screen for me to exactly explain to you how time travel in Fortnite works.